Welcome to The Divide with Mike and Corey, two diehard baseball fans who don't agree on anything. Which side will you choose? This is The
Welcome
Divide.
to The Divide with Mike and Corey.
That's your boy Todd Frazier.
Hey guys, I'm Julie Stewart Banks.
Hey, what's up? This is Cliff Floyd. You can catch me on The Divide.
You can catch me on The Divide on Fox Sports The Gambler.
Hopefully our disagreements one day bring us all together.
So stupid. So corny. And so stupid. I hope our disagreements bring us together.
Yeah, I do. This is The Divide.
And here we are, Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler, 102.5 Philly, 104.1 Trenton. It's been about 6 weeks, I think, since we've said that. I feel like it's a new season.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
My God.
No.
Let's just recap. It's Thanksgiving morning. This is now the fourth year we've done a Thanksgiving morning
least,
show.
yeah.
We're big parade guys.
We are
We're
huge.
big. That's what we have streaming in front of us right now.
Yeah.
It's a passion of ours,
Yeah.
and we support each other with it.
Nobody can rain on this parade,
No.
but it is raining on that parade.
Oh God, it looks miserable out there. Like even the fake smiles from the people they're interviewing. Like
Yeah.
everybody's got a poncho. It's cold. It's wet. It's disgusting. Have you? As much as I do enjoy watching it, have you ever been?
Never. No.
I kind of want to go.
Yo, I don't even want to go to like Tom's River when they do the Halloween parade.
I
Like,
want to go.
I just don't know.
I want to go and stand on a float.
We had an opportunity, and I said this last year too. ABC partners with iHeart for the Philadelphia parade. Yeah. And then like maybe we could go to the Mummers parade if you want to really.
I think
Fun
we've
out.
done this before. We would have to change it up just a little bit. Like we'd have to get our parade voices on a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not as loud as we are right now. It's a little bit softer, almost like we're commentating golf.
Golf. I
Yep.
was going to say very, very same thing. Oh my
Yeah.
God, here comes Santa.
Yeah, exactly. And here comes Sponge. Thank God it's raining because here comes SpongeBob enough to
and-
absorb all that water.
And the Northeast marching band.
That's right. Yeah.
They're from Chicago.
Northwestern High School marching band
Yeah.
from Chicago is here, and boy, do they look great in their outfits. Let's hear it for these kids.
Instructed by
We would never be able to do it like we would obviously do it how we would do it.
Yeah.
We would 100%.
There's no doubt.
Imagine if we were commentating the one year that Barney got ripped to shreds.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That'd be great.
It'd be like the Hindenburg Part 2, man. It would just be
Oh, the humanity.
Oh my God.
Yep.
We're back, guys.
Mm.
A lot of stuff has happened since we last hit the air. We haven't done an official show since like September. We did two
Yeah,
or three watch parties
Yeah.
with the Mets.
And I'm still recovering from that.
My God. So here was the whole breakdown of time, everybody, in case you were wondering. So we did a
Oh,
couple
yes.
watch parties for the Mets, and then the Mets lost. And
Oh.
then we didn't speak to each other for a
Deep-
week
deep
because
depression.
Mike fell into a deep depression.
Yeah.
And then the Yankees were in the World Series.
Deep
and
depression.
They lost. And then we didn't speak for a week because I was in a deep depression.
Mhm.
And then the 2.5 to 3 weeks after that was just an abyss of
Yeah.
life and miserable work for me. I mean, you probably have fun at work.
No. No, there's been some.
I'm just saying, man,
Stuff.
we lost. There was an election in there somewhere.
Oh my God.
And then now we're back.
Yeah,
That's
we,
it.
We
No.
totally went full The Rock. Like if you noticed, he didn't partake in any of the election stuff
no,
this time,
man, he didn't.
which was great.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm
Like
just-
sometimes, like I wish a lot of celebrities would take that
I
same.
was telling my wife the whole time, like I
Mhm.
just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Can I watch a sporting event without a damn
Yeah.
mudslinging commercial? I
No.
don't care. Everything's made up anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Terrible, just terrible. But it's Thanksgiving, so
It is.
fourth year of us doing this. I feel like this one's special. Like
It is.
after today, we will get an offer to do a parade next year. It might not be Macy's. It could be in Philly, but nevertheless, you got to start somewhere. You know, you can't just go right to the big leagues.
Small town in like Delaware, something like that. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, look, like it's a fun day, man. It's like it starts off with the parade. Obviously, you get to see all these movies that are coming out, people trying to resurrect their career. This is the year of the 40+ woman songs. Like, I can't believe how many
a lot of
Botox,
throwbacks.
lips. Yeah.
A lot
and
of throw. First of all, the
um,
Macy's parade opened with a number from The Wiz, which I thoroughly enjoy. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
with Wicked out and everything, the whole Wizard of Oz adaptations are coming back a little bit. And there's Idina Menzel being interviewed right now at the computer in front of us talking about Wicked because she was in Wicked. But there's been throwbacks. I can't name any. I feel like my father now. Just when I was watching the parade at the house earlier, and I'm who is that? I've never heard of that person. Who is that? I've never heard of that person.
Yeah. And then like, look, man, like right now, like you got a lot of movies coming out too. So I'm wondering if they're going to be integrated at all. Like, The Rock's in 2 movies. I think that red one or whatever. It's
Yeah,
a
the
PG-13
Christmas one.
Christmas movie. That's never going to work.
No, listen,
Like, and it's got a budget of over $500 million.
kids are edgy now. All right. Christmas is no longer smiles and glitter, buddy. There's a couple of F-bombs and some action.
Is this Nelly
I
Furtado?
don't know, man. I was just looking at that too.
I'm like a bird.
That really would be the throwback. of
Yeah, there's
throwbacks.
Moana, like I mentioned. We saw that. Not as good as the first one.
Oh, you saw it already? Didn't it just
spoiler,
come out
yeah.
yesterday? You saw it yesterday?
Yes, we saw Tuesday actually. Tuesday night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We were
Whoa.
like first in line. They still
Look
had the
at
popcorn
you.
bucket. That's how
the year's coming to a
Yeah.
close, and you're still in the running for that dad of the year. You really are.
And then the Kakamora had a drink that you could buy, like a little like coconut like sippy cup.
Really?
Yeah. But the music is awful because our guy didn't come back from Manuel.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't do. Apparently, it was his understudies. But yeah, now I know why he's top dog because like the songs, there's a couple like Maui's song is decent. This is what they're showing right now, but there's not enough bangers. I do feel like, and I wanted to share this with you because I had a coming to Jesus moment in the movie theater. Like Murphy's definitely, if you want to distract her for a solid 2 hours, she could go into her Moana phase.
I tried.
Because Moana 1 just has banger after banger.
So I tried that.
Okay.
Because I remember you saying like
Yeah.
colors are enough and all that other
water.
stuff.
Kids love water.
She watched like the first 3 minutes and was like, no.
All right.
Get away from me with this garbage.
She is her mother's daughter.
But we were watching the parade early this morning, and she did the same thing with the parade. She couldn't be bothered with that.
That's cool. That's great.
She just wants to watch animated songs or nothing at all,
Mm.
which I guess technically Moana is. But she wanted nothing to do with it.
Mm.
So we're gonna give her up for adoption. Actually,
Congrats,
it's big.
man.
Yeah. We're just kind of sick of parent. No, I'm kidding. But
more parents. would
look
do
at
that
you,
room.
man, dude.
Look at
what
me.
a
I look
short
like
week. It's just you've been to the movies. You went
Mhm.
to an awesome event yesterday. How'd you
Yeah.
shoot? That was like a little. That was a par 3,
Yeah,
9-holer.
7 holes. Because
7
it's not even
holes.
done yet.
But they're building more than 7,
Right.
right?
It's-
They're-
yeah,
Is it
it's-
going to be a 9-hole or is it going to be an 18?
Actually, they're doing over close to 14, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, and they even have like a practice area, which was amazingly kept up too.
So
And
tell everybody what the cool event was so they know what.
So
what
it was
we're talking about.
Ticks for Good, an organization that raises money for high schools, small businesses, or small organizations, should say, and bigger ones too. So if you had like a team or whatever, and you're trying to raise money in your community, you could link up with Ticks for Good. It's tixforgood.org. Submit a claim to have your club or organization a part of it. You raise money on these by selling tickets to these amazing experiences, and then somebody wins, and it's pretty cool. So they've given away like Taylor Swift tickets,
Oh yeah.
Jingle Ball tickets. They're doing the big game that's going to be in the Big Easy. It's the big game in the Big Easy vacation giveaway, which is going to be crazy. And they got a bunch of other stuff. So it's a really cool way to fundraise as opposed to, the corny ways, which is like, I don't know, what do they do now? Not even candy. They can't even do that.
No.
But yeah, so it's a different way to fundraise and it's a lot of fun. But because they do so much good. Mike Trout opened up his Trout National.
Trout.
Yeah,
Yep.
sorry, got my T's confused. And dude, we got to play 7 holes. We're the first people to really play. Fun fact, I texted Todd a picture and he's like, how'd you get on there before me? I was like, by doing good. So check out Ticks for Good. Thank you to Tim Chu and Marco for having us out there. It was an amazing day. And it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I was jealous. Of you.
Yeah.
Thoroughly. I was invited, everybody. Don't worry. But coaching season is upon us, I
Mhm.
guess. Let's get into real quick the meat and potatoes of the first segment, which is going to be the elephant that will forever be in the room between me and you, at least for the months of let's just say March through hopefully October, and that's the Juan Soto situation.
I thought you were going to announce another baby because
No,
you have done that.
impossible. I have
done that on
no.
Thanksgiving
I would
Eve.
save the blockbuster for the end
yeah.
of the show. That was 2 Thanksgivings ago. I made you
Yeah.
curse.
I did.
I
And then I
made
had
a
to
curse.
edit it.
Let's talk about Juan Soto because we're battling here. It's not like it's our money. I mean, I don't care. It'd be a great addition to either team. But we are battling. So
Mhm.
Cohen does not want to lose. Basically it's the battle of the rich white guys. Cohen is not going to lose a bidding war. He's been quoted by saying that.
Right.
And Hal Steinbrenner is not one to ever back down from a bidding war either.
Yeah.
And it's just the two of them are just playing each other right now. There's been rumors that whatever deal is made is going to be like around $700 million, if not a little bit more for Juan Soto. It would probably be a long-term, very long-term deal. Obviously, he's still young. He's like, 24, 26,
Yeah,
something
he's
like
young, yeah.
that. But it looks like it's going to be East Coast or bust, really.
Mhm.
Everyone else is kind of just bad up. Like, this is insane. We're not paying this guy this much money. And Hal Steinbrenner just literally upped and the ante and said, we're going to match anything the Mets throw at you. Or from what sources say here.
Mhm.
So my question to you, the baseball purist, I know you hate saying that when I say that, but what's the draw for Soto for either team then? If let's just say money, hey, you're going to get $700 million, same deal for either team. Which one do you go with? Because obviously, as we saw this past season, both of them could be World Series bound.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the Mets need more, right? So there's a lot more holes. We saw it earlier in the season, but they're fun. It's a lot of fun, a little more relaxed atmosphere. You win one in Bronx, like they're still not going to be like, you're not the 90s. Like it's not the core 4. It's not, there's
You never be Jeter.
Yeah,
you never be Jeter.
There's always going to be that kind of hostility towards any person who plays in the pinstripes, right? So
Mhm.
like you're always going to be compared to the history. So there's less history on the Mets side. That might be an advantage. Cohen is known for this though, like taking people to lunch, inviting them into their home, cooking them meals, and then they go play somewhere else. I mean, so Cohen has been used, whether it's the Dodgers, other players to up the ante and up their salary keep, and then they go play where they want to play.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be shocked. Also, like, listen, I get it. Juan Soto is an amazing player, and I'm not trying to trash him at all.
No.
But like, I think there's 10 less home runs if he plays in Queens. So like now we're talking about 30 home runs.
Right.
His defense is amazing. He's a great all-around team player. Obviously with that lineup, it just made it more ruthless. You saw Stanton able to actually just wait on a pitch and produce because of the fact that lineup was insane.
Yeah.
Getting through that is very hard unless you're the Dodgers apparently. But for me, it really comes down to, and which is kind of cool, is where Soto wants to play. So I like him and Lindor have been close for years. You saw a situation where Soto was on the Padres and they hit Lindor and he ran all the way out from the outfield to make sure he was okay, but also to calm everybody down. So he's that kind of player. It's a pretty amazing guy to add to your roster either way. But it's a lot of money. And I know it's not our money, but it's a lot of money, man. Like I look at the Dodgers and I understand that they're owned by billionaires, like, and only 1% of the company that owns them is into the Dodgers, like
Right.
money, but it's still a lot of money, man.
Oh,
It's a lot of money, and
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like you're even talking about like, all right, if someone offers him 690 and someone offers him 700, like
right.
is in that grand scheme of things, is the 10 million gonna make or break? Like, isn't
Yeah.
that outrageous, dude? $1 million will make or break any decision you or I make,
Yo,
right?
not
You know what I
even,
mean? And we're talking
couple
about
hundred, man.
guys that are like, yeah, you're off by 5 million, bro. So I'll give you 700. These guys are only giving you 695. Like that doesn't even cover
Right.
this New York taxes. Like it's
Yeah.
outrageous to me.
It's so insane.
I mean, he's intense. He's a great ball player, and like you said, to add to it, it really allowed for the hitting lineup to open up a little bit when Aaron Judge decided to hit. I will say that, but dude, it's insane. I think the Yankees need him, but at the same time, you're gonna go spend $700 million on one guy. Like, get some more pitching. I mean, that's kind of what lost it for us in the World Series. Like, we need pitching, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see. Rumor has it a decision's going to come out in the next couple of weeks. It's not going to take till the real holiday season, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever.
yeah,
They were actually rumoring that a decision would come out by Thanksgiving weekend, which I would be kind of surprised at, but
yeah.
you never know. I mean, it might be announced tonight. I mean, if we're talking between two teams and so and so is going to match so and so, I mean,
I hope it happens, because I always think, and it's corny, but I always think about like all these kids that want a Soto jersey for Christmas, like, and they're gonna miss out if he doesn't pick.
dude, it wouldn't surprise me if in any of his contracts he gets a percentage of jersey
course,
sales
yeah.
like they do. So that
It's
would
got
be
it.
an incentive for both ends. I think he
Mhm.
definitely makes this decision quick.
Mhm.
But yeah, maybe this weekend, Black Friday, maybe tomorrow.
I'm trying to think, who was it? Like, everybody ran out, got his jerseys, and he ended up not being a Met. He was like a Met for a day. Who was that? And then he kept getting signed to teams and then not passing the physical. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Was it?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Because then
oh,
he ended
God.
up signing, and he's been playing well.
It was his shoulder that was why he wasn't passing the physical. I can't think of. If only I had this device in front of
Right,
me.
I don't have one. Oh man, somebody's probably just screaming at us right
It was
now.
a pitcher, right?
No, he
No.
was a base. Yeah, because it had to do with running. I think it was his legs.
I thought it was a
Yeah,
shoulder.
He had like a back injury or something from like when he was a kid, and he kept Cohen swooped in, got him. We were freaking out because we had him. People started buying jerseys, and then that deal fell through. The same reason why the other deal fell through, because we couldn't get it insured.
Well, you give me a year.
2022. It's gonna be so embarrassing. We're gonna be like, oh, yeah.
Correa. Carlos Correa.
Correa.
excuse me.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Correa.
Yes, Correa.
Yeah,
Around
everybody
this
thought they had
around
him.
this time, it
Yeah,
was pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
he was basically going to the Mets. He just had to get a physical.
Yeah.
And and then he ended up not passing the physical, and the Mets bailed on him, or vice versa, whatever it happened to be.
Yeah, they couldn't get it
Um,
insured, and nobody wanted to touch him if it wasn't insured. And then he ended up going back to his
It
team,
was literally
to Minnesota.
literally like a couple of weeks before the day all of this happened.
Yeah, so that was awful.
Oh my God.
But look, like it's a fun time of the year. It's kind of quick because the this is what happens. I mean, you're more familiar with it. When your team plays deep into the playoffs, like if it doesn't feel like there's much of an off season. So that's also exciting from a baseball standpoint, because most times in Metland, it's over in July.
Mhm.
So like, you're just watching garbage time. So like it's exciting, man. But to tell you that the Mets we need arms. Blake Snell going to the Dodgers,
Oh my God.
on another deferred contract is
terrible.
insane. That just means they're going to bring in more.
And that's what
you
it is. Just
know.
like, how many times is this going to happen? Like,
A lot.
just like,
I'm
just
convinced
pay
they know,
them.
Yeah, I'm convinced they know the world's going to end in like 5 or 10 years or something, because the way they're deferring all these contracts.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's-
like,
it's-
and you know where they're gonna go. They're going to the West Coast, you guys. Like, this is
Yeah.
why the tables have turned over here. It's just so like, come on. Like, you pay these people to literally forecast stuff like this, and you still want, come on, when we're talking about $700 million and you can't pay out. Get out of here with this garbage.
I love it. I think it's great. It's funny to hear a Yankee fan complain about people overspending. But I digress.
It's true.
Look, man, like it's hopefully, like, if you can't be an owner and play, then you need to then produce players, and you better have the best farm system. But like the other thing is too, like, then you have to pay your GM, you got to pay your front office, you got to pay all these guys. So either way, you have to invest in your team, whether you're going to invest in free agency or you're going to invest long term. A lot of these baseball owners need to start doing that, and it's kind of cool to see. So I'm a fan of it. I hate salary caps. I think that's corny. I think it allows people to not do what they need to do. They'll be like, oh, the cap, we can't get, like the Eagles, like they have to replace BG. Shout out to BG, amazing human being.
BG, yeah.
It sucks what's going on. That sucks for him. I hope it's not the end. And even though he was looking for this to be his last season, I hope there's some type of redemption for him. And if there's not, I just hope he's around the club and around the team and just keep smiling, man. He's such a great human being and really the heart and soul of that team. So it really sucked to see for him as a human being.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was tough. He seemed upset in the locker room too after it happened last week.
Yeah.
Obviously, but he's just like it. But he was professional. He's like, look, this is what it is. Tore my tricep, but wasn't done for the season. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break because we're going to get into some more football. There has been one team, only one in the NFL, that has yet to play on Thanksgiving, and it doesn't look like they're going to play on Thanksgiving anytime soon. Stay with us through the break. Find out which team it is. This is Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler.
Is it the Eagles?
Nope.
It can't be one of the Americans.
It is a team that has played in London a million times, but they will never play
Jags?
on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's funny. Send them to London. Is there a reason? Like they refuse?
A few. We'll go over this.
Okay.
I'm glad you're asking all the right questions.
Should we join in?
Yeah,
let's go back.
Let's do it.
You're listening to The Divide right here on The Gambler.
And we're back. Divide Live, Fox Sports The Gambler. It's been a while, so make sure you check out our socials. Divide Live on Instagram, on Twitter. Well, I refuse to call it X. Let's face it.
Chris Pratt.
It looked like what's his name? Who's
the
always Jason Momoa guy?
Was it?
That's what it looked like.
Oh, I thought it was either Chris Pratt or the guy that's always high.
Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. We're still streaming the parade, by the way, you guys. So it's still
commercial.
Thanksgiving Day. Anyway, Instagram, Twitter, Divide Live, TikTok as well. And check out giveusashot.network for all of your merch needs, especially with the holiday season approaching. Now, Thanksgiving is a time for a lot of things. Parades, you've already heard how much we love the parades and how we're parade guys, but it's a day for football. Above giving thanks and spending time with the family, football's on a lot today.
A lot.
Yep. And that takes precedent over everything. I don't know about you, but it's like, I don't care, aunt, uncle, grandma,
right,
mom, dad, wife. If football is on Thanksgiving, I'm watching football.
Yeah, they need to shut their mouths. And understand.
Absolutely.
It's our holiday, not theirs.
That's right. And that's not too much to ask. It's not like we're being completely unruly about all of this. That's normal. Okay, you guys are the weird ones. It's football, baby.
Yeah. It's a day of giving a crap about what's on the TV.
You're damn right. Giving me a break from cleaning dishes to watch some football. That's about giving. It's about giving and gambling, of course. a little bit of gambling. Anyway, there's one team that we're never going to be able to watch at least in the near future, but maybe even the far future on Thanksgiving, and that team is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars. Wow.
They are the only team in the NFL that have not ever played on Thanksgiving. It's crazy because they keep getting sent overseas to London to play there. But for some reason, the NFL deems that they're not popular enough because they are a small market team to play on Thanksgiving. Big market teams like what you see tonight. You have Miami playing tonight. You obviously have your divisional matchups between the Cowboys and the Giants. We'll talk about them in a few. Mm-hmm. And then you do have Detroit playing. God, who does Detroit play today?
I feel like they play the same team every year.
No.
It always feels the same.
Oh, Detroit. And the first game, too. Corey, how do you not know? The Bears. The Bears.
See, I told you.
Bears.
Lions and Bears. Oh, my.
All those teams, mainly in the Midwest, they're still popular. Green Bay is technically a small market team, but they're
No.
one of the oldest franchises in the NFL. That's why they get away with it.
Mhm.
But no love for Jacksonville. It's wild. I honestly, it's like, to me, it's weird that they would even care about markets because it's Thanksgiving. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a staple now that's what you do. It doesn't matter if it's two high school teams
Right.
playing and they're broadcasting. Like,
Mhm.
people watch football on Thanksgiving.
I could see them not getting a home game, but like they can't play the
Right.
Lions or they can't play the
Like,
Cowboys.
yeah, if
And
they were,
I'd watch the Cowboys Jags just as much as, and it's funny because like Cowboys Giants, like honestly, I could watch that anytime and both teams are terrible. So,
right.
So
Right.
like,
And you're
why-
not doing anything else. That's
Mhm.
the point, right? Who cares about markets? You're not people. If anything, markets don't matter like on a day like today because you're watching it no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter if you don't have a big fan base for Jacksonville. I don't even know what's on the TV right now.
Yeah, it's Jennifer Hudson, and I'm laughing because
Oh, it is? That's Jennifer
yeah.
Hudson? Man, she
I
looks great.
She does. And then at the 12-12-12 concert for Sandy relief, hurricane relief, she had to use the bathroom, and they asked me to escort her there. And I was
Okay.
like, hey, I'm Mike. And she's like, hi, I'm Jen. And I was like, okay, cool. My wife's name's Jen. And nice to meet you. Like, I'll take you to the bathroom. She's like, yeah, you got to wait outside the door too. And I was like, okay, cool.
Of course.
I was like, all right. No idea who she was. She's like, you have no idea who I am. And I was like, no. And she's like, I'm Jennifer Hudson. I was like, oh, my bad. You're like dating. And I
Does she look
David
that different in
Otunga.
person? I didn't even recognize her when she
right.
came out
so,
there.
and
It's
she's like, I
fantastic.
guess I haven't arrived. And I was like, not my eyes. And she started cracking up. She's like, I'm gonna use the bathroom now. And I sat out there watched her use the bathroom. And
Oh, man.
yeah, she's like, it's so funny. You knew who I was dating, and because he was a wrestler at the time,
Yeah.
but I had no idea who she was. It was great.
Good for her for
and-
having a sense of humor.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great.
It's like Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, man.
She does
Dude.
not look that good.
Yeah, Jason Derulo, who's having, dude, it's annoying. This dude, not only does my wife like have a celebrity crush on Jason Derulo,
Really?
now my daughter does too. So like he's made a huge comeback through TikTok and now on the radio. He's going to be a Jingle Ball, but yeah, he's getting that rebirth.
Does he still
second
sing
wind.
his name at the beginning of every song?
Fun fact, Buster just interviewed him and asked him that. And he was like, I get asked that a lot. Or like people always like, hey,
Probably because you
does
do it
that
all
thing.
the time.
But yeah, he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't like, he's like, it's really not what I do. He's like, but now I'm known for it. So I just embrace it. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, nobody like, it's not like it's his calling card, but not, he doesn't want it to be.
That's too much. All right, let's go here. So with more Thanksgiving football, the Giants are playing the Cowboys, two teams that are not having the season they want.
Right.
A snore fest. I mean, this is going to be, it's the second game of the day. It's probably going to be when everybody's typically eating. So before your uncle, has a few too many and starts bringing up politics at the table,
Carl.
this is really.
He started,
guys,
started first thing this morning.
if you all would read our thread,
Oh, it's
Carl is drunk uncle that
Yeah.
brings up politics.
politics and the Jets. It's like,
it's two of the things that I
Yeah.
never want to talk in
Yeah.
my entire life.
Um,
And Carl is just like,
Mhm.
hey, having a good day? Well, here you go. Not anymore.
For 2 months, he told us
Oh my
the Democrats
God.
are going to win Florida by a landslide.
Yeah, right. He had a rough week.
That was a
It
rough
was in the
week.
Jets
Yankees,
and the
Jets. Yeah, and
It was not a
any-
good 7
any-
days
any-
for Carl.
Yeah, anybody that Fat Joe endorsed lost. Like it was Carl and Fat Joe. Like
I can't,
they were
man. You
killing
gotta tell him
everybody.
to delete his social media. He just whatever his algorithm is not boding well
it's
for him
outta-
at all.
It's so bad.
It's like you gotta
yeah.
relax, man. It's just take a break from your phone and enjoy your family because seemingly it's all you have left.
And he does have a beautiful family.
He
so he's
does.
lucky.
We do.
He's
We
a better
do love
coach too. He coaches almost everything. He's in basketball season now. I got looped into coaching basketball.
him. You are such a
No,
sucker, man.
I
keep
really
telling
am.
you
It's
about
like-
this.
it's like,
Stop.
Mikey
Just
will do it. Just have
drop
Mikey
her
do it.
off and be like,
I-
I'm gonna wait in the car.
Yeah, I have to learn to say no. Not in coaching, not in stuff that comes to being a dad and
Mhm.
stuff like that, but just in general.
I
just
feel like
start
you need to
saying no.
you just need to take up smoking. Here's why: is because you can
I'm-
all right,
I'm
Pay here.
the heavy-
I'm gonna
maybe-
go for a
yeah.
smoke. I'll be right back. And then if you're outside smoking, nobody can ask you to do these things.
I am the heaviest I've ever been. I am not being super healthy. I'm working on a health podcast that's going to get me back to there. The last thing I need to do is start smoking.
Hear me out.
I don't even like yesterday there was a fire pit and people were smoking cigars, and I can't wait to end this so I could go take another shower. It would be my second shower since yesterday.
Oh man,
And
the fire
it's like
pit
in my
is the
beard.
worst.
Yeah, it's like still in my beard. I smell it on my hands.
I left the bathroom window open yesterday
Uh-huh.
after I showered just to kind of get some of the steam out.
Mhm.
Thirst trap. And no, so I guess then one of the neighbors had a fire because it was like I
Mhm.
stepped into the bathroom. It was like my bathroom was on fire.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But it's funny because I like watching those like smoked whiskeys, like people do that, and it's kind of like a campfire smell. But like I like when they remove the glass and it's like foggy and stuff.
Yeah, that's not just a shot.
Um,
Just give me the damn glass of whiskey. I hate that.
I love it. I think it's cool. I want a production. Like, I don't know.
You know why though? Because I see that and I'm like, man, this is a more expensive glass of whiskey than I wanted.
They added 10 more bucks.
You had to add a labor charge to that.
First
No
time
thanks.
I ever did it, it was like right after my store got broken into when I worked for an appliance company.
Mhm.
And I saw it at another, actually Ernie was there and he had one.
Really?
Yeah, he was sitting across from us. Like it was almost like we ate dinner together because they were like the table next to us with their kids right before he told us he was never moving again. And he got his forever home and then
And then he
back
moved
to
again.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Hopefully he goes to Six Flags. I had a dream that he did that, but
no,
I digress. I hope not.
Nah,
But
he's
for,
better than
for
that
us, I
place.
hope he was back on the East Coast. But anyway, we were eating and he had one, so then I wanted one because I had a rough week.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to be entertained. Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Like, they come
That's
over, they're like,
Do the smoke show for me.
It's the
I want
birthday
the
cake
smoke
of-
show, please.
Yeah, that people who fajitas.
Don't
that
get me started,
drink
Mike.
and
This
birthday
is going to go
cakes.
off the rails in about 5 seconds if we keep talking
My
fajitas.
daughter loves fajitas.
I can't do. I get my brothers send me a picture every time someone they're with orders fajitas because of my disdain for fajitas. I don't want to smell like what you ordered.
Well,
bro.
it's another smell issue.
inconsiderate.
So it like hits all the problem
It does,
situations. So
man.
it looks like you ordered a birthday cake for dinner, right?
Yes.
Because it comes like in a whole production, it's
Right.
smoking,
it's just
and then it smells, and then you got to build it yourself.
so dumb.
I
Man.
don't like working for my food.
Not a good business
Yeah,
model.
right? My daughter did love. We went somewhere else, and she got the Kobe beef on a hot rock stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the type of stuff my 8-year-old buys. That dinner cost us over $90 just for her meals. She got sushi, she got that, and then she had some type of crab fish assortment. She's a nut. Yeah,
Good God.
she ate it
man.
all, dude.
Good
she
for
ate it all.
her.
Yeah, right. We sprinkled in some edamame for because I love that stuff.
Edamame is great.
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
But yeah, so
what restaurant was that where you had that
dude, the
mix of food?
it was Asian, Blue Elephant, I want to say, or Pink Elephant. It was in PA. It was great. And the only reason why we went there was because the other restaurant said they had about a 40-minute wait. I go to cancel. They were like, we'll seat you now. We'll seat you now. I was like, no, I'm canceling. I'm going over there. My daughter already saw somebody at the bar ordered the Kobe,
Of course.
the raw Kobe that
Cook
you
this on
heat
a rock.
On a rock.
Enjoy.
Yeah, bro. But she was like, yeah, but again, you got to earn it. You got to earn your food. Like, I'm just not a fan of it.
No.
Not a fan of it. I'm
with you.
ordering, like those, the melting pot.
Oh, what a scam that is. We have a gift card we still have. We've
I
never used for that.
refuse to go there.
Just forget it.
Yeah, if my wife was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out with another man and go to the melting pot," if you don't go with me, I'd be like, "Enjoy it." Like I would not.
Make sure
care.
you tip 20%.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything but give you the food to
Right.
cook.
Hey, if he's paying, you know what you got to do.
Oh my God, so terrible. Where this is completely off the rails now.
Completely.
Good God. Oh,
Mhm.
Giants Cowboys.
Wow.
Why wouldn't we talk
Oh,
about that?
man.
Two terrible teams right now, starting
Uh-huh.
backup quarterbacks. Drew Lock is actually starting for the Giants because what's his name? The old Paisan last week got hurt.
Cutlet. Joey Cutlets.
Joey Cutlets.
Total
Ticket
pies.
prices, as you could imagine, for a Thanksgiving Day game
Mm.
plummeted. If you had to guess how much money today, if you were buying tickets right now, could you get into Cowboy Stadium? How much money?
$65.
Lower.
40.
50.
Wow.
Tickets are going for $50 right now. And they're just keep. Actually, this is not right now. This was $50 as of last night.
Jeez.
And some tickets are showing up for half that amount.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I've been to Cowboy Stadium on Thanksgiving before. I wish tickets were $50.
Right.
But just goes to show this is terrible. This is going to be two terrible teams just going at it.
People love to go to games. Football, like it for me when I'm there, it could be a high school game. Like I can't even
Yeah, you got to
tell
really
what's
be
going
into
on.
it, and you got to
Yeah.
sit somewhat close to kind of get
Mhm.
near the action a little bit.
But it also like gives me newfound respect for all the cameras because like it's like we're sitting there like, oh, you should have caught that pass. Like, but when in real time, you're like, where's the ball? Like, you
Yeah,
know, like
exactly.
you can't find it. And so they're like, and then they show the replay and everybody's, whoa, and then you got that one guy that can read it. And like, whatever, dude. Like, you're cool. Go home.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Let's take another break, guys. When we come back, a lot has happened on social media. Well, let's get away from sports. I'm talking sexual harassment.
Oh man.
I'm talking cruise for 4 years. I'm talking aliens again. We're going to mix that all in one. Stay with us. Divide Live on Fox Sports The Gambler.
Sexual harassment with aliens.
Well, I mean, technically, is it
They're
really sexual
alienating
harassment?
people?
Oh, man. Let's pull it up.
I was really hoping, like, I was hoping, like, everything with the aliens points to. I guess I'll bring this up on the air. Let's go.
Let's go.
Baseball season normally brings us together, unless you're listening to The Divide. Now, here's Mike and Corey.
Divide Live, Fox Sports The Gambler. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Let's use our
back.
parade voices for this one. This next segment is going to be some hot takes, 3 different subjects. We're going to go, oh my God, what is that?
This guy looks like the guy that shot the person and killed him.
Oswald?
No, the actor that accidentally killed somebody with a prop toy gun.
Oh, Baldwin.
Yeah, he kind of looks like a baller.
I thought you were, I was going way back. I was going Kennedy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God.
shot JR.
He does look like Baldwin a little
a
bit.
little bit, right?
A little bit. Is that Carson Daly?
It is.
Oh my
They
goodness.
got him next to Fred Durst.
Did they stop it? I was like, did he really? I don't see him. And he's quoting Eminem here, people. All right. High court rules over in United Kingdom. Calling a man bald is actually now considered sexual harassment.
It's about damn time.
That's right. In a notable legal decision, the
Yeah.
UK High Court was ruled that calling a man bald, B-A-L-D, if anybody needs clarification here, can
Yeah.
constitute sexual harassment. The judgment arose from a case involving a 64-year-old electrician who worked for the British Bung Company for 24 years before his dismissal in 2021. He alleged that in a heated argument, his supervisor referred to him as a bald C word, which is hysterical. Absolutely hysterical, but nevertheless, sexual harassment. I mean,
Absolutely.
can't you just call that harassment at
Dude,
this point?
I've been made fun of as a bald person by every stereotype, every demographic. You can name it. They've all like, well, my like shiny bald head, like you
Mhm.
know, bald on bald. Love is fine. Like you know, Brace and I could go after each other.
Of course.
You know, also bald bearded men tend to gravitate to each other and share tricks of the trade. You know, where to fade out your beard, stuff like that, so
Right.
it looks better.
Right. It's a club.
Yeah, it is. It's a bald club, and I'm a proud member. But yeah, mine sometimes it's out of hand. Especially like some of us chose this lifestyle. You know,
It's like you can't make fun of my brother, but I can make fun of
No,
my
I can make
brother.
fun of your
You
brother.
can. No, you can because you're pretty
Yeah.
much family. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's like that type of like.
Facts.
I'll make fun of my kid.
Yeah,
You don't
or
make
even-
fun of my kid. You
Or
know what I
even
mean?
Like, yeah, like dude, or like you're, you know, that one friend that's maybe, you know, not. He's on the team, but he's like running on to try to get onto the car all the time. Like he's always that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like if somebody else makes fun of him, you'll knock him out. This is the first
Right.
person you get
yeah.
physical about. But yeah, no, I agree. But with this, I like this move. I really do. I'll hit the button.
I like this move.
Because it is one of those gray areas that women, men,
It's a bald area.
yeah,
really.
it's a very. It was a bald spot in the world of sexual harassment that's been covered up. So it's really good, man. It's really good. I'm proud to be a bald man, and it's about time
Oh.
we win one for us. You know, because you don't
That's
understand how hard it is. You know, like especially when you start to bald, like when you start losing your hair. You look like a kid until you take your hat off, and then you look
Mhm.
like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
once you realize that you need to let it go, you actually like you get confident, like 10 years, like, and people that are going through this right now, Craig Carton taught me this. He's like, you're going to start messing with your hair. You're going to start dyeing it because, it's getting lighter up top as far as color goes. He's like, just let it go.
That's right.
Dude, pull the Anna Elsa card and let it go.
Yeah. Carton, smart man. Very smart man.
No.
All right, let's go on. We had an election a few weeks ago, whether you liked
From
or-
one convict to the next.
If you did not like the results of the election, a cruise company invites passengers to skip forward 4 years and go on a 4-year cruise.
I love it too because it's like it or leave it. Like everybody would always say that.
That's right.
It's our country, like it or leave it.
So I think I'm pronouncing this right. Villa Vi Residences, cruise line, they're offering a unique escape through the Tour La Vie program, allowing participants to join a global cruise lasting between 1 and 4 years. So they have programs to where you can skip forward 1 year, all the way to skip forwarding to 4 years. Prices start at less than $40,000 a year for a 4-year commitment. So it's kind of like a college, so to speak, but that's still a ton of money. But I guess if food and everything is included, that might actually, if you can work remotely, might actually not be terrible.
Yo, as a registered independent, I would pay to have a full-on Trumper on the cruise ship.
Oh my God.
Like a Donald Trump lookalike, a Trumper, like just hardcore right people, because it would be hilarious. Because if somebody is truly doing this, and obviously it's a publicity stunt, right?
Of course.
There are elongated cruises, and I would like to do a year cruise. That'd be fun. Like when I'm in my, elders, like 45.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to do a full year where I could just chill on a cruise ship and go and tour the world and act like I don't want to say Christopher Columbus because he was a jerk, but somebody to that stature, maybe a Magellan, somebody that, and act like I'm very, and I'd also treat it like I'd talk to the cabin, like on the cabin, captain on the captain's dinners and be like, how we looking up there? Like, you need me? You need me? I'm here. I'm
Getting
always
tired?
gonna be here.
Getting tired? I can be the pilot. I
yeah.
can be the captain.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
definitely would. If I'm on there for a year, I'm definitely sitting in the captain's chair.
Start yelling at people. Who's
yeah.
leaving the light on in here? Goddamn, I'm paying the electric bill. Oh my God.
Turn off all the computers and just use the stars. Like he's like, please don't do that. It's just I would definitely have fun with it. I would definitely wear.
Can you imagine? I mean, you're putting up, it's different seasons, you would think. You're putting up decorations.
Also,
blow up Santas and stuff.
I'd also pay the captain to sit outside on the deck and like with a map and going,
One of those long periscopes.
He's like just trying to figure out.
Oh no, I've been going the wrong way this whole time.
My bad, guys.
Oh God. Here for another year.
And just like watching the old lady like in the jacuzzi having a heart attack because like the captain's just like confused. It's like
You gotta think, bro. Could you imagine? I mean, I don't know how many
on the giant screen next to the pool. I have a video of him Googling like how long does it take for a boat to sink.
I want to know when the crew starts to turn. You know what I mean? Anybody could be happy towards a family for like a week at a time, and then you get new families. Could you imagine having the same waiter every day for a year?
Yeah,
Bro, I give it 2 weeks before they're like, bro, write down what you want. I'm not talking to you today.
I started following this guy that would show you like it was a really cool. Actually, I didn't follow him. I went through like a rabbit hole and then I didn't follow him and I kind of regret it. So if I find him or anybody wants to DM us and tell me who he is, but he worked on a cruise ship and he would show you like his room and he would show you like the parties they had and stuff like that. It was kind of freaking cool. And I was like, yo, this is awesome. And he's like, and if you do this, like you could get an upgraded room. And like the fact that, his mom came on to the cruise ship with him and it was like, freaking like $20 a day because she didn't need a room. So it was just $20 a day. So she stayed in his room, which is awesome.
Not bad. I know a few people that worked on cruises before and they say it's crazy.
who cares?
It's a lot of hours. You do get to see a lot of different things, but like, dude, could you imagine like, you usually have like your regular waiters or waitresses at like the spot that you frequent maybe once or twice a week. But dude, can you imagine waiting on the same, we both worked in the service industry, like waiting on the same table for a year straight. Imagine you get terrible people or vice versa.
Because I think
get it. Dude.
Yeah, I would imagine that most cruises go well because you get a new set.
Absolutely.
So it makes it go quick. You become
Absolutely.
friends for like a week and then
Yeah.
you leave. It's the best friendship you could ask for.
Yeah.
I wish we could normalize relationships like that.
It's
Like
true.
I just needed Jen for a solid week and it would have been over. Like, you know,
That's it, man. Oh God, dude, the amount of affairs that would happen
Oh,
if
that's
someone
great.
people are on the same cruise, dude, every day. Forget it. Forget it.
I started to notice like all the pineapples on cruise ships, which is hilarious.
That's what I saw a post that people were like. People like they say it's.
Oh.
I like it can't be
What,
that.
what if you're like
obvious.
into pineapples though?
Yeah. What if
Like,
you really like that or
um,
flamingos? Isn't flamingos one too?
I came home, Peyton like keeps buying these surprise things. I think they're Lilo and Stitch,
okay.
and there's like all these pineapples on our table. I was like, Jen, like,
Can I see you real quick?
like, but it was kind of like old school where he's like, okay, I could get into this. Like,
What's got into you? I gotta say, I like it.
Speaking of, we weren't a fan of the parade announcers. And I compared them to broccoli's farts. Like,
They are broccoli.
Yeah.
farts. We could do such a better
but
job.
speaking of broccoli farts, there's Taylor Swift. They're talking about the tickets. It must be $16. What?
No, is that for the game today?
No view of the stage.
Oh no, that's for a
T
concert.
Swift
That's for Taylor Swift concert.
eras.
Oh, I guess they did it for like 16. Doesn't she have that song that's 16?
Publicity.
You can tell we're real big Taylor Swift fans.
Oh.
All right, we got to wrap this up, guys. On behalf of the Divide Live, and in hopes to see you at a parade in the very near future, have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Eat so much where you can't function. Gamble your life savings on the games today, and just see you next week.
I love that 2 years ago you announced Murphy, and then today you announced you're putting her up for adoption. Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.